Welcome everyone to another edition of Mystics Outlook. We got Raymond Lyons here tonight. I'm Wilson Tarpe Jr. and the Mystics. They forced 18 turnovers in the 80-59 rout with the Chicago Sky. Ray, know you've been talking about the Mystics a lot recently. I know all of us, for the most part, think they could be better on the defensive end. Still, they're what are they at the top of the league
hmm
defensively? Despite how we all feel like there's still some room to grow. What do you think about tonight's effort on the end of the floor, though?
Um, it's almost flawless, man. You highlighted the 18 turnovers, and a lot of them were live ball that turned into fast break opportunities and led to some easy transition baskets. And I think when the Mystics are able to do that, it just jumpstarts their offense in general. One because they're getting easy baskets, and then when you see the ball go in, it just you play a little looser even in the half court. They were moving the ball well, got some open looks. A weakness of theirs has been 3-point shooting. They shot it pretty well tonight because they got high quality looks. Um, yeah, when it's flowing like that, when they put it together like this on both sides of the floor, man, they're tough to beat. This is their third win in a row. They're starting to play basketball. It's what we've been asking since the beginning of the season. And they look like they're rounding in shape, man. And that could be an issue for the rest of the league. This team is talented. Uh, Shakira, she's continuing her breakout sophomore season. Man, what she's able to do on both sides of the floor. We already knew about the defensive versatility. She's starting to expand her offensive game as well. You know, hitting mid-range shots. Giving turnaround fadeaways. I mean, it's coming together for her, man, and you like to see that. Her talent upside is tremendous. And, just to see her continue to improve on what she already has is, it's a great thing to see. Brittany Sykes, I think she was a great addition to this team. She fits in flawlessly, um, just because of what she does. And she did those things she excels at tonight. Defensively, well, we already know what she is on that end. Um, Offensively, she's another playmaker. Um, she can slash, she can score. Ariel Atkins, she's starting to find her shot. Natasha Cloud, this was one of her more aggressive games offensively, which whenever she attacks like this, it just opens up the game even more for the Mystics. Teams are already concerned about her able to get into the paint and create and finish, but when she adds the jump shot into it, she's virtually unguardable, and then people got decisions to make. So yeah, man, they went to Chicago, got them up out of there. Like I said, third win in a row, and man, it looks like they're building momentum, and you really can't ask for anything more. Some adjustments had to be made. They got a new coach, got a couple of new pieces. Things just don't come together instantly just because you've been through training camp. You got to see what that looks like in live action, and they look like they're starting to learn each other a little bit more. So yeah, man, they're on a roll right now, and just hoping can continue.
Yeah, I was just encouraged by the consistency on the defensive end tonight because they didn't shoot the ball all that well despite the score. If you just saw from afar, like say you saw the score on the tick, you're like, oh, they went crazy. They went crazy on the defensive end. That's where they went crazy. So this is the third time they beat them this year. Look, man, you want to talk about defense? Mabry, Copper, and Williams. These are dangerous guards in the WNBA. We seen Mabry like literally a couple games ago. She ran off she had a crazy heater a couple games ago. Right, they hit a combined 6 shots, just six. A combined 6 shots. Yeah, Courtney Williams, who's been a bucket in this league from jump, 2 for 6 tonight. Clea Copper 2 for 13. Marina Mabry 2 for 11. That's literally like their lifeblood of Chicago. It's right there. That's 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 what this group is. We've seen Dana Evans give folks problems. She was 1 for 4 tonight. Washington was outstanding at that end of the floor. And yeah, I think the only thing we can say about Washington's starting guards is they missed what they didn't shoot the three well. But if you did what you if you did that damage defensively, and Tosh gets the double digits, you talk about her being aggressive. Ariel, as you said, kind of starting to be her again from an efficiency standpoint. She had 12, and Slim goes and gets 11 rebounds and 5 assists. That group went crazy tonight, and this is all we've been asking for, is not necessarily saying this type of production, but just enough help because we seen at the start of the year it was the two bigs being more consistent. And you saw like tonight, I think it was their third win against Chicago this year. They really couldn't double Elena too much, or when they did, you saw Slim with a timely cut, or Kara with a good cut. Aki making herself available. Tosh being aggressive. And I think you said several times this year they would have to figure that out. And there's only one game, but teams aren't gonna stop doubling Elena freaking Deladon. It's not what happened. There's only one way to change it. Like, it's just a matter of how hard will you allow them to double team them, allow them to get away with double teaming. Can you make them pay more often than not? And tonight they did. I also thought the bench was solid. I don't think everybody shot incredibly well, but I think Maisha had 14 minutes tonight. All right, look, you're gonna see 2 points. Not think too much of it, but defensively, we know what a versatile piece she is defensively. It's another, can guard down or guard up depending on where she's at. Tiana, 17 minutes tonight. And shout out to Abby Myers getting her first WNBA regular season action and scoring the first 2 points of her career. But I thought Tori was solid tonight. 8 points, 3 rebounds. They still have a long way to go. I'm sure they're not close to where they want to be as a team, especially from a consistency standpoint. However, you got to start somewhere. Like you said, what is this? Three in a row, right?
Mm-hmm.
Man, you just keep stacking it. Just keep stacking them. Like I said, I don't really have too many complaints. Bunch of the shots they missed, it's not like they were bad shots. They just didn't fall. And again, defensively, that was a heck of a performance. And they won on the glass, 41-30. They turned the ball over a little too much, but I mean, there's things to talk about. But 20 assists on 33 made field goals isn't bad. It's a productive night. That said, who'd you have as player of the game, sir?
I think I go Elena, man. And like you said, man, she just compromises the defense in a way where like you got to overly commit to her, and she made good decisions out of double teams, and when she wasn't doubled, she went ahead and finished the job herself. Um, yeah, I mean she's going to be their best player on most nights. It's just that everybody else has to join the party as well. And yeah, when you can't just throw a double at her without even thinking twice, then I mean it's just curtains at that point, because that means one, other people are making shots and you got to count for them as well, and you got to guard lane on 1-on-1. So yeah, I'll rock with her tonight for play of the game.
Hey, look, man, you laid it out so perfectly. So we're gonna just move to X Factor. I do not have a rebuttal. All right, I don't have one at all. Um, for the X Factor, I'm gonna go with those trio of guards. I thought they were outstanding defensively tonight. It was ridiculous what they did. 6 made shots from Chicago's trio of guards. That is outstanding defense, man. So that's where I'm at with that. I know we usually do something, but it's a little extra giving it to a trio. But that's where I'm at tonight. What do you have as X Factor for the night?
Um, yeah, man, that's a good call because, like you said, that's where most of Chicago's offense comes from. When you got three that are capable of, of going off offensively, and you contain all three. Usually one will get off, and then the other two will kind of slack. But then if at least two get off. The interim trouble. They turned the wood off all three, and that's why they won by 20. We saw when they played them earlier this year, Marina Mabry kind of got off a little bit, and that was a game that Washington had a big lead in, and she kind of got going and closed the gap. They just didn't allow that tonight, and it was definitely a collective effort.
For sure. Well, again, a good win for Washington. They're gonna. What they got 2 days. They got 2 days before they take on the Liberty on the road. I'm sure the Liberty can't wait to see them again after how the season started. You know, Washington greeted them to the season in a very not so welcoming fashion. But this one's up at Barclays, and we're gonna see how this goes. But again, Washington's going into that game with a 3 game win streak, and it's all about stacking these wins, man. What do they move to 8-4?
Hmm.
After the win tonight, you want to keep climbing the standings as much as you can, man. But we thank y'all for tuning in, and we'll see you guys for. I think that game's at 1, so we'll see you guys probably for the playback room, and for Mrs. Outlook on Sunday. So you guys have a great night.